Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak Easy English, the place where we don't just learn English, we grow together, step by step, day by day. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Whether you're relaxing at home, walking outside, or maybe on your way to work or school, thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. Your time is valuable, and I want you to know that you are doing something great for yourself by being here. If this is your first time listening, welcome. You've just taken an important step toward improving your English and building a better life. And if you've been listening for a while, thank you so much for coming back. You are the heart of this podcast. I see your effort, and I'm proud of the work you're doing. It's not easy to stay on the path of learning, but you're doing it, and that's powerful. Here at Speak Easy English, we believe that learning a language isn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about communication, it's about confidence, and most of all, it's about progress, little by little. Every time you listen to this podcast, you are training your mind, your ears, and your heart to understand more, to speak better, and to think in English. But this podcast is more than English lessons. It's about building a better life through language, mindset, and daily growth. We talk about motivation, personal habits, and real-life situations that help you not only improve your English, but also improve yourself. This journey isn't about being perfect. It's about moving forward, one small step at a time. So get ready, because today's episode will give you knowledge, encouragement, and energy to keep going strong. Let's dive in and grow together. Today, we're going to talk about something that can truly change your life: consistency. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about this word? Why are we spending a whole episode talking about it? Well, let me tell you. Consistency is one of the most powerful keys to success, not just in learning English, but in almost every part of life. Whether you want to speak English fluently, start a new career, become healthier, build more confidence, or even improve your relationships, consistency is what will get you there. It's not about doing something perfectly one time. It's not about big actions once in a while. It's about doing something small and good every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when no one is watching, even when it feels slow. Let's be honest. How many times have we started something with excitement, only to stop after a few days because we didn't see quick results? Maybe you've tried to study English regularly, but after a week or two, life got busy and you stopped. Or maybe you've been telling yourself, "I'll try again tomorrow." Trust me, you're not alone. We've all been there. And that's exactly why today's topic is so important. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who succeed. It's the quiet power behind every great speaker, every skilled writer, every confident communicator. The good news? It's not a talent, it's a habit. That means you can build it, no matter who you are or where you're starting from. In this episode, we're going to explore consistency from many angles. We'll talk about what it really means, not just the dictionary meaning, but what it looks like in real life. We'll look at why it's so hard for many people to stay consistent and why we often quit before we see results. More importantly, we'll talk about how you can stay on track, even when motivation disappears. We'll look at simple but powerful examples, like how listening to English for just 15 minutes a day can change your fluency, or how learning a few new words each day can lead to a strong vocabulary in just a few months. We'll also talk about how consistency builds habits, reduces stress, and helps you grow into the person you want to be. I'll share tips that are easy to follow, even if you have a busy schedule. No pressure, no perfection, just small actions that move you forward day by day. So if you've ever felt stuck, tired, or unsure if you're making progress, this episode is for you. If you've ever thought, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe it's too late, then I'm here to tell you, you are good enough, and it's never too late to begin again. Consistency isn't loud, it's not dramatic, but it's steady, strong, and full of results. And today, we're going to unlock its power together. Are you ready? Let's begin. So, what exactly is consistency? Let's keep it simple. Consistency means doing something again and again over time. It's about building a routine, sticking to it, and showing up, even when you don't feel like it, even when results are slow, and even when no one is cheering you on. It's not about being perfect. It's not about doing everything at once. It's not about big, dramatic changes overnight. It's about small, repeatable actions that you do regularly, every day, every week, or whatever schedule works for you. But the key is, you keep going. Let me give you an example. Imagine you decide to improve your English. On the first day, you listen to a podcast for 15 minutes. The next day, you read a short article. Then, you practice speaking a few sentences in front of the mirror. These aren't huge actions, but they matter. Because you're doing them consistently, not once a month, not just when you're motivated, but every single day. That's what consistency looks like: simple, repeated actions that build up over time. You may not feel like you're doing much, but after 1 week, you'll feel more confident. After 1 month, you'll notice your understanding is stronger. After 6 months, you'll be speaking English with more fluency, and you'll think, wow, I made it this far, just by doing a little every day. Now here's the important part. Consistency is not about perfection. You don't have to do everything right. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't even need to feel 100% motivated all the time. What matters most is that you keep showing up. You stay on the path. You try again, even after a bad day. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't brush for 2 hours once a week, right? You brush for 2 minutes every day. It's a small action, but it keeps your teeth healthy. It's the same with learning English or anything else in life. Small daily actions are more powerful than big efforts done once in a while. Consistency creates momentum. At first, it might feel like you're going nowhere, but slowly you start to see results. You build habits. You grow stronger. You become the kind of person who keeps promises to themselves. And that's a beautiful thing. So remember, consistency means committing to your goals, doing small things daily, and not giving up when things feel slow or difficult. It means believing in progress, not perfection. And it means trusting that little by little, you are getting closer to your dream. You don't need to be the fastest. You just need to keep going. Let's now look at some real-life examples that will help you understand how powerful consistency really is. These examples are simple, but they show how small daily actions can bring big results over time. They also show why doing something once in a while, even if you do a lot, just isn't as effective as showing up every day in small ways. 1. Learning English. Listening daily versus once a week. Imagine you want to improve your English listening skills. You have two choices. Option 1. You listen to English for 15 to 20 minutes every day. Option 2. You listen for 2 hours once a week. Which do you think will help you more? Most people would say 2 hours sounds like more work. But here's the truth. Your brain learns better with daily, short practice. When you listen every day, even for just 15 minutes, your ears get used to the sounds of English. You start recognizing common words and phrases. You build a habit, and your brain starts to stay in English mode every day. But if you listen for 2 hours only once a week, you might feel tired or distracted. You might forget what you learned last time. Your brain isn't being trained regularly, and that slows your progress. So the winner, 15 minutes daily. It may not feel like much at first, but after 1 month, you'll notice a big difference in your understanding and confidence. That's the magic of consistency. Second exercise, 10 push-ups daily versus 100 once a month. Now let's talk about exercise. Imagine one person does 10 push-ups every day, and another person does 100 push-ups in one day, but only once a month. Who will be stronger after a few months? Again, the answer is the person doing just 10 push-ups every day. Why? Because they are building a routine. Their muscles are being trained daily. Their body gets stronger slowly but steadily. That daily movement becomes a habit. It doesn't feel like a big effort after a while. It just becomes part of life. Now think about the person who does 100 push-ups in one day. That's a lot of work. Their muscles get sore, they get tired, and they might even quit the next day because it was too hard. And since they only do it once a month, their body doesn't really improve. Small daily actions beat big efforts done rarely. That's the secret of consistency. 3. Studying. A little, every day, versus cramming all in one night. Have you ever tried to study everything for a test in just one night? It's stressful, right? You try to read everything quickly, but your brain feels full and tired. You stay up late, and the next day, you forget most of what you studied. That's what we call cramming. Now compare that to someone who studies just a little every day, maybe 20 or 30 minutes. They review the same topic more than once. They understand slowly, they remember more, and they feel less pressure before the test. The person who studies daily might feel like they're moving slowly at first, but when the test day comes, they're calm and ready. Their brain has had time to process and remember the information. Consistency helps you learn deeply and remember longer. These examples all show the same truth. Consistency works. Whether you're learning English, building your body, or preparing for a big test, you don't need to do a lot in one day. You just need to do a little every day. The best part? These small actions become habits. And once something becomes a habit, you don't need to force yourself to do it. It becomes part of who you are. That's when real change begins. So don't wait for a perfect time. Don't try to do everything at once. Just take that small step today, and then again tomorrow. Day by day, you'll be amazed by how far you've come. Let me share with you one of the simplest and most powerful ways to understand consistency. It's called the water drop analogy. Imagine you have an empty glass sitting on a table. Every day, you add just one small drop of water into the glass. On the first day, the glass still looks empty. On the second day, it's the same. You can hardly see any difference. A week goes by, and maybe you start thinking, what's the point? This glass will never fill up. But if you stay patient and keep adding one drop every day, something amazing begins to happen. After a few weeks, the water level slowly rises. After a few months, the glass starts to look half full. And eventually, yes, it may take time, the glass is completely full. And you didn't pour in a lot of water at once. You just stayed consistent with 1 drop a day. Now think about your English learning in the same way. Each time you listen to an English podcast, learn a new word, speak a short sentence, or watch a video, that's 1 drop. At first, it might feel like nothing is changing. You may not feel more confident, and you may not see fast results. But if you keep going, those drops will add up. This is why consistency is more powerful than intensity. One big action might feel exciting, but it doesn't last. The quiet, steady actions, like those drops of water, build something strong and lasting. So whenever you feel like you're not improving, remember the glass. You are adding drops. You are growing. You are moving forward. Stay patient. Stay consistent. And one day, you'll look back and realize your glass is full and your English is strong. Now, let's talk about something honest and important. Why do so many people give up? Why do people start learning English, or start going to the gym, or start any goal in life, and then stop after a few days or weeks? The truth is, most people don't fail because they're not smart or not strong. They fail because they give up too soon. And there are a few very common reasons for that. 1. They want fast results. In today's world, everything moves fast. We have fast internet, fast food, and instant messages. So we start expecting fast results in everything, even in learning a new language or building a better life. But here's the reality. Real progress takes time. People start learning English and think, I should be fluent in a few weeks. But after a month, when they still struggle with speaking or understanding, they feel disappointed. They think, maybe I'm not good at this, and they quit. But that's not true. You're not failing. You're just being too hard on yourself. Learning a language is not fast, but it is possible. You just have to give it time and stay consistent. Small steps, every day, lead to big changes over time. 2. They feel tired or unmotivated. Another reason people give up is because they wait for motivation. They say, I'll study English when I feel motivated, or I'll listen to a podcast when I'm in the mood. But here's the problem. Motivation doesn't last. Some days you feel excited and ready, but other days you feel tired, bored, or busy. If you only take action on the good days, you'll lose your rhythm. Progress will stop. That's why you need consistency more than motivation. You don't need to do a lot. Just do a little, even on the hard days. When you show up, even when you don't feel like it, that's when you build real strength and discipline. 3. They don't see progress. Soon enough. This is one of the biggest reasons people quit. They try something for a few weeks, and they don't see big changes. They think, it's not working, and they stop. But think about the glass of water analogy from before. 1 drop doesn't show a change. Even 10 drops might not be visible, but that doesn't mean it's not working. Progress is often invisible at first. Just because you can't see the change doesn't mean the change isn't happening. Every time you study a word, your brain is growing. Every time you listen to English, your ears are improving. You are building something inside you, even if it's slow and quiet. You just have to trust the process and keep going. So if you've ever thought about giving up, know that you're not alone. We all feel that way sometimes. But here's the secret. Success is not about going fast or feeling great all the time. It's about showing up again and again, even when it's hard. Stay patient. Stay consistent. Your progress is coming. Now that we understand what consistency is and why people often give up, let's focus on something very positive. Why consistency truly matters in your English journey and in your life. This is the part where we see how small daily actions can lead to powerful results. 1. Consistency builds habits. When you do something every day, even for a short time, your brain starts to recognize it as a routine. It becomes part of your lifestyle. For example, if you listen to English for 15 minutes every morning, your mind will start to expect that activity each day. It will feel normal, just like brushing your teeth. And once something becomes a habit, you don't need willpower to do it anymore. You don't need motivation or a reminder. You just do it naturally. That's the power of building habits through consistency. 2. Consistency helps you grow steadily. Think of progress like growing a tree. You don't see the roots growing underground, but they are there, getting stronger each day. Your English skills are the same. With each small effort, reading, listening, writing, speaking, you are getting better, even if you don't notice it right away. Small actions done daily create big results over time. One English video might not change your fluency, but watching one video every day for 6 months? That can change everything. 3. Consistency builds confidence. When you show up every day, you prove something important to yourself. I can do this. That builds confidence. Each small win adds up. You begin to see progress, and that progress gives you energy. You start believing in your ability to grow and succeed. Confidence doesn't come from big results. It comes from keeping your promises to yourself. Every time you practice English, even for 5 minutes, you are saying, I believe in myself, and that belief grows stronger every day. 4. Consistency reduces stress. Have you ever felt stressed because you weren't sure what to do next? Or overwhelmed because you thought you had to do too much? Consistency helps fix that. When you do something regularly, it becomes a routine. And routine brings calm. You don't have to think so much. You don't have to plan everything every day. You just follow your habit. That reduces stress and brings peace to your mind. You feel more in control of your time and energy. So remember, consistency is not just about results. It's about who you become. You build discipline, you build confidence, and you build a strong foundation for success. Whether it's learning English, improving your health, or building a better life, staying consistent is the key that opens the door to your goals. Now that we know why consistency matters, let's talk about how you can make consistency a part of your daily life. Staying consistent can be challenging, but with a few simple tips, you can build habits that last and keep moving forward every day. 1. Start small. The best way to be consistent is to begin with small, manageable steps. For example, if you want to improve your English, don't try to study for hours on the first day. Instead, start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day. When the task feels easy, you're more likely to keep doing it. Small actions build momentum. 2. Set a specific time. Choose a regular time every day for your English practice or any goal you want to work on. Maybe it's right after breakfast or before going to bed. When you do something at the same time daily, it becomes a natural part of your routine. Your brain starts to expect it and prepares for it. 3. Use reminders. It's easy to forget or get busy. Use reminders on your phone or sticky notes to remind yourself. Even a simple alarm can help you stay on track. Over time, you'll need fewer reminders because the habit will become automatic. 4. Make it enjoyable. Find ways to make your practice fun. Listen to music, watch interesting videos, or read about topics you love in English. When you enjoy what you do, it feels less like work and more like a rewarding activity. This will motivate you to keep going. 5. Track your progress. Keep a journal, checklist, or app to record your daily practice. Seeing your progress can boost your confidence and encourage you to continue. When you see how many days in a row you've worked, you'll want to keep the streak alive. 6. Be kind to yourself. Some days you might miss your practice or feel tired. That's okay. Don't get discouraged or give up. Remember, consistency is about showing up over time, not being perfect every day. If you miss a day, just get back on track the next day. By using these simple tips, you'll build strong habits and enjoy steady growth, not just in English, but in any area of your life. Remember, consistency is a journey, not a race. Take small steps, keep going, and success will follow. As we come to the end of today's episode, let's take a moment to remember the most important message. Small steps, every day, lead to big changes. You don't need to do everything at once or be perfect. What matters most is that you keep moving forward, even if it's just a little bit each day. Learning English and building a better life is a journey. Sometimes it feels slow, and sometimes you might feel like giving up. But I want you to know this. Patience and persistence are your greatest allies. The progress might not be visible right away, but if you stay consistent, you will see amazing results. Remember the story of the water drop filling the glass. Every drop counts. Your daily practice, no matter how small, is adding up. Every new word you learn, every sentence you practice, every minute you spend listening, it's all building your success step by step. So don't lose hope when it feels hard. Don't compare your journey to others. Your path is unique, and every effort you make brings you closer to your goals. Keep believing in yourself and your ability to improve. Speak Easy English is here with you, supporting you every step of the way. You are not alone in this journey. We are a community of learners growing together, encouraging each other, and celebrating every victory, big or small. Keep showing up. Keep taking those small steps. Your consistency will create the future you want, and I'm proud to be part of your journey. Thank you for listening today. Stay patient, stay motivated, and keep going. The best is yet to come.